Hey there, Igraspers! Welcome back to your favorite news channel. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Courage is the mental or moral strength to persevere and withstand fear or difficulty. So let's adapt to change and face our fears. Today's news highlights are Mr. Bhupendra Patel to be new Chief Minister of Gujarat. Winners of the 2022 Breakthrough Prizes. SpaceX first all-civilian mission. World's largest carbon capture plant begins running in Iceland. Statue of PM Modi made from scrap by father-son duo from Guntur. Research of upside-down rhino wins IG Nobel Prize 2021. Scientists make first ever detailed map of world's coral reefs. US Open has 2 new winners this year. Daniel Ricciardo wins F1 Italian Open and our stimulating F2 segment. It is time to begin with the national news segment. And don't forget to click the subscribe button before you proceed.
Gujarat has a new Chief Minister, Igraspers. Mr. Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel was sworn into office last week to take over existing CM, Mr. Vijay Rupani. 59-year-old first-time MLA, Mr. Bhupendra Patel took the oath as the 17th Chief Minister of Gujarat. We wish him congratulations and hope he can take the state to greater heights.
The Breakthrough Prizes are prizes in the field of science and mathematics given to extraordinary individuals who with their research help push human ingenuity forward. Prize winners are awarded $3 million for their contributions. This year's winners were Drew Weissman and Catalin Carico in fundamental physics, Shankar Balasubramanian, David Kleinerman, and Pascal Mayer in life sciences, and Takuro Mochizuki in mathematics. We wish all the award winners the heartiest of congratulations and hope their scientific breakthroughs will help in creating a better world.
The first ever civilian space crew launched to space last week for a 3-day journey. The company that is doing this is Elon Musk's SpaceX. All 4 of the passengers on board are not astronauts, although 2 do have pilot training. One of the passengers is a doctor and will be conducting certain medical tests, like ultrasounds, while the crew is in space. SpaceX has said that this trip will be used to gather a lot of data about how the human body reacts to spaceflight. This is indeed interesting. Wouldn't you agree, Igraspers?
The world's largest carbon capture plant is up and running in Iceland. The plant, which is called Orca, uses industrial vacuums to suck gases that heat up the atmosphere and then stores them underground. The gases will actually turn to stone within 2 years. The company that has manufactured the facility has said that it can remove close to 4,000 tons of carbon dioxide every year. With Orca's construction, the company is planning to ramp up production in the coming years to help in achieving global net zero emissions. While this technology is extremely expensive to build, it is important for us to find technology like this so that we can aid the planet in its battle against climate change.
A father-son duo have made a 14 feet tall statue of Prime Minister Narendra Modi using waste material in Bengaluru. Artist Kataru Venkateshwar Rao and his son Kataru Ravi started building the statue 2 months ago, and it is now ready for shipment and installation. Along with the father-son duo, a team of 10 members helped in the welding and other work to make the statue. It took them more than 600 hours to complete this piece of art. BJP cooperator Mohan Raju had placed the order and financed the erection of the statue of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What an innovative way to scrap metal! Won't you agree, Igraaspers?
Igraspers, do you know what the IG Nobel Prize is? It is a spoof accolade that is given to imaginative discoveries. It was created by the science magazine Annals of Improbable Research, and this year it has been given to the research that involves hanging rhinoceroses upside down. This might sound bizarre, but in many parts of Africa, this is exactly how rhinoceroses are transported and airlifted between areas to prevent poachers from hunting them. The research was done to see if there were any health benefits to the rhinos being hung upside down. So you see, the world of science can often be bizarre but educational.
Researchers have completed a detailed online map of all the world's coral reefs by using more than 2 million satellite images from across the globe. The map is called the Allen Coral Atlas, and one can see detailed information of coral reefs and different types of submarine structures like sand, rocks, and seagrass.
The maps will play a huge part in informing policy decisions regarding marine protected areas and planning for naval infrastructure.
The atlas also includes a coral bleaching monitor to check for corals that are stressed due to global warming and other factors. This map is an amazing feat, and the world is better off with it.
The US Open has new champions in both the men's and women's singles categories. Daniil Medvedev stopped Novak Djokovic's winning streak and prevented him from winning all 4 Grand Slams in the year by beating him in straight sets 6-4, 6-4 and 6-4. This was Medvedev's first Grand Slam victory, and he managed to take revenge on Djokovic, as it was the same stadium that he lost the finals back in 2019. The women's draw also had a new champion, with Britain's Emma Raducanu winning her first Grand Slam, defeating Canada's Leila Fernandez 6-4 and 6-3. This was a massive tournament for 18-year-old Raducanu, who was unseeded, with this only being her second Grand Slam tournament ever. Congratulations to both maiden Grand Slam winners.
Igraaspers, did you know that an Indian has won the most recent F2 race in Monza, Italy? For those of you who don't know, F2 is the division below F1 in racing, and India's Jihan Daruwala won the Monza race on Saturday. Jihan races for the Red Bull Junior squad and was actually found in 2011 by the then Team Force India. He has spent many years receiving accolades in the junior circuits, and we hope to one day see him racing with the greats in Formula 1. We here at Igraasp are super proud of him and wish him all the best for all his future races.
Last weekend in Monza, the Italian Grand Prix was historic, with McLaren taking the first 2 positions for the first time since 2010. Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris were first and second, with Valtteri Bottas from Mercedes fighting from all the way back to come third. The race also had its fair share of controversy, with both Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton being involved in a nasty crash with each other, with both of them being disqualified from the race. Luckily, neither driver was hurt, but Verstappen has been penalized and will start with a penalty in the next race in Russia. The F1 Championship this season is one of the closest it's ever been, so make sure to catch all of the action.
Igraspers, did you know that the astronauts on the International Space Station witness 16 different sunrises and sunsets every day? This is because ISS makes a complete rotation of the Earth in 90 minutes. This thus allows them to witness a sunrise and a sunset at the intervals of 45 minutes. Even the temperature difference between the two phenomena can be as much as 120 degrees Celsius. Astronauts are able to survive those extreme temperatures due to their highly advanced suits. Everything in space is absolutely fascinating. Won't you agree?
Igraspers, did you know that in 2019, 239 rare ancient gold coins were found in a mansion in France? These coins were minted during the tenure of King Louis XIII and King Louis XIV. 3 construction workers found the box when they were renovating the mansion. According to French law, any money gained from the sale of these coins will be split, with 50% going to the couple and 50% split between the 3 construction workers. Experts estimate that the coins will garner anywhere between 250,000 to 3 lakh euros. It's always amazing to see how history is uncovered when you least expect it.
Igraspers, did you know that in Spain they host a festival celebrating the ugliest tomato in the northern Tudela region? The competition is attended by many farmers all across the country, with dozens of tomatoes being brought in. Known as the ugly tomato of Tudela, the type of tomato grown is an old tomato of the Marmont variety. Rather than round and smooth, some of this variety of tomato ends up twisted. The competition also includes a tasting of the quality and flavor of normal tomatoes. If you manage to travel during this time of the year to Spain, make sure to check this festival out.
The word of the week is colossal, which means huge, gigantic, or extraordinarily large in size. Scientists found fossils of a colossal dinosaur. The riddle of the week is what goes up but never comes down? It's your age.
Can you guess who? This 20th Indian cubist artist was recognized and respected all over the world for his paintings. He received the Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan besides many other awards and accolades. Called Picasso of India by Forbes magazine, his paintings won up to $2 million at international auctions. Well, yes, he is none other than Maqbul Fida Hussain, or MF Hussain for short. Did you know that Hussain started his career by painting posters for Bollywood films?
Did you know that a strawberry is the only fruit that bears seeds on its outside? The sweet red flesh of strawberries is not the actual fruit, but just a structure that holds all the developed ovaries or fruits together. That is, the small yellow dot-like structures on the outside of strawberries. These approximately 200 yellow seed-sized bits are actually fruits called akins, with yet another tiny seed in them. So, can we say, Igraspers, that strawberries are 200 fruits within a fruit?
Quiz time! Which method is used to grow or propagate strawberries? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com. Answer to the last week's quiz. A stainless steel sculpture of a rabbit made by the artist Jeff Koons in 1986 was sold for $91.1 million in May 2019. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Nia Narang of Lotus Valley International School, Noida, for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens. Igraasp.
Dear Igraspers, this week let us read The Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson. Through her book, she tells us what it was like to grow up as an African American in the 1960s and 1970s. This book consists of 7 poems that are inspiring and interesting to read. Jacqueline embraces the complex world and expresses herself with her writing. Her heart-touching poems inspire us all to find happiness even in the darkest of times. Do read this book and drop in your feedback at igraasp.com/iClub.
This brings us to the end of today's news session. With courage, you will dare to take risks, have the strength to be compassionate, and the wisdom to be humble. So until we meet again, remember, being courageous is not about fighting a battle. It can be something as small as getting up each day and trying again. See you next week.